Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about 6th chapter. This is Jyoti's phone. So this is a very interesting story. Who are the main characters of the story? Jyoti, a young boy, and his father. His father called here Pa, and a phone. What do you mean by phone? Phone, young deer. In Malayalam we can say Mankutti, Seriya Mankutti. Okay, so this is a very interesting story and lots of morals get from this story, and this story is also included in your exam, so study well. Okay, let's start our story. Before you read, often instead of rushing to the doctor to treat a small cut or burn, we find quick and effective cures using things available at home. Can you think of some such home remedies for a cut on your knee, burn on your arm, and a bee sting? Here, this is sometimes we affect some small disease like fever or some injuries, something like that. At that time we used, in earlier there is no any, that means they are not depending fully with the hospitals. Earlier they used, that means some home remedies. What do you mean by home remedy? Home remedy means that means some in our locality some medicines maybe it will cure our problem, like that. What about in fever or cough we are using our home remedies. So like this way nowadays it's a very there people are not ready to treat this type of home remedy. They are not depending on this type of home remedies. Mostly they used to go to hospital. So try to get the information about home remedies. Okay, so some questions, a cut or knee, burn on your arm. So what you are using, or what about your earliest or your grandparents, what they are doing in this type of cases. So can you please write in your notebook and send it to me. Okay, so in the story Jyoti's father has been bitten by a snake, rattlesnake. Rattle means a poison snake. So here in the story Jyoti's father has been bitten by a rattlesnake. It's very dangerous spirit. So he quickly kills a doe. So here what happened? This that means his father was bitten by a rattlesnake, and from this cure he wanted to escape. He killed a doe. Doe means a deer. Doe means deer, and he quickly kills a doe and uses its heart and liver to draw out the poison. Jyoti wonders what will happen to little phone left without a mother. Here look at that. What happened here? Actually Jyoti's father was bitten by a rattlesnake. ഒരു പോയ്സൺ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു റാറ്റിൽ സ്നേക്ക് ജ്യോതിയുടെ ഫാദറിനെ കടിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഹോം റെമഡി ആയിട്ട് അവർ യൂസ് ചെയ്തത് ഒരു മാനിനെ പിടിച്ച് അതിൻ്റെ ഹാർട്ടും ലിവറും കഴിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ആ പോയ്സൺ അവരുടെ ബ്ലഡിൽ നിന്ന് പോവുകയും ഇവർ രക്ഷപ്പെടുകയും ചെയ്യും. അങ്ങനെ അവർ മാനെ കൊല്ലുകയും they killed the doe, D-O-E, doe. They killed the doe and they eaten, and they are waiting for the result. At that time Jyoti, a young boy, and he was very sad because what happened to that little fawn? When they catch it at that time, the little fawn, very small deer also is there because the mother they killed the mother. So this little fawn was very alone in that forest. So it always worries the mind of our Jyoti. So Jyoti wanted to search that phone, and also he wanted to protect. He took a decision is that he wanted to protect that phone. That's the story. That means here story is that he started to the journey to search that phone. And what happened is they find out. These are all the things we are going to discuss. Okay, so look at the textbook. Jyoti allowed. Firstly, there is a conversation between father and Jyoti. Okay, so Jyoti allowed his thoughts to drift back to the phone. Drift back means go back. So Jyoti allowed his thoughts to drift back to the phone. He could not keep it out of his mind because always in his mind that memories of the phone. That means that about that little phone memory always made him very sad. So he had held it. In these dreams, in his arms, he slipped from the table and went to his father's beside. Penny lay at rest. What about the name of the father? Penny. Okay. Penny lay at rest. His eyes were open and clear, but the pupils were still dark and dilated. Jyoti said, "How are you feeling, Pa?" That means he asked to his father, what happened? How are you? What's the situation? Are you feeling very good nowadays? Then, just fine, son. Old death has gone reviving elsewhere, but was it close to shape? So look at that. What is the answer of the father? Father replied that old death has gone thieving elsewhere. Then maybe he was very sure about the death. So the death is always wandering here. So, but wasn't it a close shape? I agree. Penny said, "I'm proud of you, boy. The way you kept your head and did what was needed. Actually, I'm very proud. You helped me very, very much because you searched a door." That means he searched who find out the door? That means our Jyoti find out the door from the forest and he saved his father's life. Okay. Then, so all of you study well about that Jyoti's ambition. Then Pa, yes son, Pa, do you recollect the door and the phone? So here, now Jyoti is going to ask something. He wanted to get a permission. He wants to get a permission to go to the forest, and he wanted to take the small deer, and he wanted to take the phone to protect the phone as a compensation. Okay, so now he came to near to his father because he wanted to get the permission. So he is going to ask the permission for going to search the forest. Okay, for phone. So here conversation starts. Pa, yes son. Pa, do you recollect the door and the phone? Do you recollect? Do you remember that phone and a door? I can never forget them. The poor door saved me. That's a certain. So father always remembering that door because that door is saved because using that deer or using that door with his heart and liver, he used to get the poison out from his body. That's why he always remembering about the phone and also that door. So father agreed, I always remembering about that phone and the door. Pa, the phone may be out there, right? It might be hungry and very scared. So the little phone is very small, isn't it? So maybe this phone, so mother died, so he didn't get any milk from its mother. So that's why that means Jyoti has a fear. What happened to that phone? It's always very tired and scared also. Maybe it's very hungry. So these are the tensions behind our Jyoti. Okay, then very scared, I suppose so. So father also agreed. Maybe it's like that. Father also very helpless in the situation. So he can't do anything. Pa, I am a big boy now and don't need to drink milk. Why don't I go and see if I can find the phone? So the boy is very kind. Boy is very kind to the phone, and the boy told, now I am a very young boy. So small children we gave the milk and all. So for giving the milk to the phone, that's why he told to the father that now I am a very big boy, so I don't want milk. Can we give that milk to the phone? So can I want to go to search the phone and bring it here? ഞാനിത് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്നോട്ടെ and bring it here and raise it. Can be kept that phone in our own home. Penny lay quiet, staring at the ceiling. He didn't make any reply. He just looked at the ceiling. That means on the top. Boy, you have got me hemmed in. It won't take much to raise it, Pa. Soon start eating leaves and acorns. So Jyoti told that firstly, only the first time we want to give the milk, and after some time it started to eat all the leaves and corns and some type of foods. It started to eat after some times. So can we allow to go to find out, or can we allow to go to search that phone in forest? You are smarter than boys of your age. So father is also very, father realized the boy's mind about the kind and all. So father told to that, you are smarter than boys of your age. നിൻ്റെ ഈ ഏജിലുള്ള കുട്ടികളെക്കാളും ഒരുപാട് മുന്നിലാണ് നീ, ഒരുപാട് സ്മാർട്ടാണ് നീ. So we look at mother and it was to blame. We took it mother. That means we took, നമ്മൾ എടുത്തു ആ മദറിനെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഫോണിൻ്റെ മദറിനെ നമ്മൾ എടുത്തു, അതൊരു കുറ്റം തന്നെയാണ്. And it was to blame. Surely it seems ungrateful to leave it star. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ ആ ഫോണിനെ, അപ്പോൾ ജ്യോതി പറയണം, നമ്മൾ ആ ഫോണിനെ വിശപ്പിനായിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വിശന്നിട്ട് നമ്മളതിനെ കൊല്ലുവാണെങ്കിൽ അതിന് നമുക്ക് കുറച്ചും കൂടി ശാപം കിട്ടും അല്ലേ. സോ സൺ, ഐ കാൻ സേ നോ ടു യു. I never thought I would live to see another day. So I can't say. So that's why you are telling in a very truthful thing. I can't object. That means I can't give the permission. എനിക്ക് പെർമിഷൻ തരാതിരിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് പെർമിഷൻ തരണം എന്നും ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് നോ പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. കാരണം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്തത് വളരെ ഒരു ക്രൈമാണ് അല്ലേ. they killed the doe for getting its hurt and liver. But I never thought I would live to see another day. So father always feared about the death. So father, now he became very happy because his illness is reduced day by day. Then next, can I ride back with Millville and see if I can find it? So listen all of you. Now another character. What is the name of that character? Millville. Millwhel. Okay, Millville. Can I ride back with Millville and see if I can find it? Okay, so now he is going to search the phone with the Millville. ഇപ്പോൾ മിൽവിലിൻ്റെ കൂടെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ ആരാണ് കുട്ടി പോകാനായിട്ട് തയ്യാറാകുന്നത്. സോ ക്യാൻ ഐ റൈഡ് ബാക്ക് വിത്ത് മിൽവിൽ and see if I can find it. Maybe I can find that phone. Tell your ma I said you can go. Anyway, I will give the permission, and you just ask to the permission for your mother also. He sidled back to the table and sat down. His mother was pouring coffee to everyone. So mother is giving coffee to everyone. He said, Ma, Pa says I can go bring back the phone. So he told the father gave the permission to bring or take the phone. And what about your opinion? She held the coffee pot in mid-air. What phone? The phone belonging to the dog we killed. We used the dog's liver to draw out the poison and save Pa. So actually mother forget about the doe. So again he remembering, that means he asked, do you forget that doe? That means that doe helped. That means we killed that doe, and that's liver and hurt we used to get our father alive. Okay. So the phone belonging, she gasped. Well, for pity's sake, Pa says it would be ungrateful to leave it to starve. So he told that father told if we leave that phone, it's very ungrateful. So it's that means we want to give the thanks to that phone. Otherwise, it's very difficult to us. Okay. The phone belonging to the doe we killed. We used it to liver to draw out the poison and save Pa. She gasped. Pa says it would be ungrateful. Ungrateful means nandiked. So Pa says it would be ungrateful to leave it to starve. Wilson said, that means Dr. Wilson said, that's the right, ma'am. Nothing in the world comes quite free. The boy is right and his daddy is right. So doctor also agreed that about the boy's opinion and father opinion. Okay, so doctor also supported to the opinion of this boy and the father. That means Jyoti and his father. Both they are agreed to go to search the phone. Okay. Then Melville said, he can ride back with me. I will help him find it. So Melville is also their cousin, and Melville said, you don't worry, because I will help to that. I will help the Jyoti to find out the phone. So we can go to a horse, and I will ride the horse. She set down the pot helplessly. Well, if you will give it to your milk, we have got nothing else to feed it. Melville said, come on boy, we have to go to get riding. Anyway, you just come, we can go. Ma Baxter, mother name is that, Ma Baxter asked anxiously, you will not be gone long? You want to go to very long? Then Jyoti said, I will back before dinner, for sure. So I will back to the house before dinner. Surely I will come from the house, that means before dinner. Melville mounted his horse and pulled Jyoti up behind him. So അവരുടെ പോകുന്ന ആ പിക്ചർ അതിനകത്ത് കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. മെൽവിലിൻ്റെ ബാക്കിലായിട്ട് കുട്ടിയിരുന്ന് അവർ റൈഡ് ചെയ്ത് പോവാണ്. He said to Melville, do you think the phone still there? So again, while in their journey, they were discussing something about the phone, and Melville asked that. He said to Melville, do you think the phone still there? Do you think that the phone is still there? അതിപ്പോഴും അവിടെ ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് നീ വിചാരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? Will you help me find him? So he said to Melville, അതായത് നമ്മുടെ ജ്യോതിയാണ് പറയുന്നത്, അതിപ്പോഴും അവിടെ ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ വിചാരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ, എന്നെ ഒന്ന് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ സഹായിക്കുമോ? Well, find him. If he is alive, how you know it's he? അപ്പോൾ മെൽവിയിൽ ചോദിച്ചു, ഷുവറായിട്ടും അതവിടെ ജീവിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം, പക്ഷേ അതിനെ എങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് അത് തന്നെയാണെന്ന്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്മോൾ ഡീർ ആണെന്ന്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫോൺ ആ മരിച്ച അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ ആ കൊന്ന മാൻ്റെ കുട്ടി തന്നെയാണെന്ന് നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? അതാണ് ഇനി അവരുടെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. The spots were all in a line. One door phone. Pa says the spots are every which way. There is a thing is that there is a spots. The spot means കുത്തുകൾ, പാടുകൾ. The spots were all in a line. വളരെ ലൈനായിട്ട് നേരെ ലൈൻ പോലെ തന്നെയാണ് ഈ സ്പോട്ട് പോയേക്കുന്നത്. One on a door phone. Pa says the spots are every which way. Okay, so that's the remark towards to find out the phone. The spots are, underline that, the spots were all in a line. That's the identification. So now we are going to move on to the second part. So Jyoti gave himself over to the thoughts of the phone. They passed the abandoned clearing. He said, cut to the north, Melville. It was up here that Pa got bitten by the snake and killed the dog, and I saw the phone. So at that time I saw the phone. While father was killed the phone, at that time I saw the phone. Suddenly Jyoti was unwilling to have Melville with him. If the phone was dead or could not be found, he could not have his disappointment seen. And if the phone was there, the meeting would be so lovely and so secret that he could not endure to share it. He said, it's not far now, but the scrub is very thick for a horse. I can make it food. So here look at that. It's very important thing that രണ്ട് റീസൺ ഉണ്ട്. അതായത് ഈ ഫോണിനെ കണ്ടാലും കണ്ടില്ലെങ്കിലും, ഫോണിനെ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചില്ലെങ്കിലും ഈ കാര്യം, അതായത് ഈ ഫോണിനെ കിട്ടിയ ആ കാര്യം ഒരു സീക്രട്ടായിട്ട് കുറച്ച് സമയത്തേക്ക് ഒരു സീക്രട്ടായിട്ട് വെക്കാനായിട്ടായിരുന്നു നമ്മുടെ ജ്യോതിയുടെ പ്ലാൻ. അതിൻ്റെ രണ്ട് റീസൺ. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, ഹീ ഡോണ്ട് വാണ്ട് ടു ഷെയർ ഹിസ് ഹാപ്പിനെസ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ ഹി ഡോണ്ട് വാണ്ട് ടു ഷെയർ ഹിസ് സാഡ്നെസ് ടുവേർഡ്സ് ഇൻ ഫ്രണ്ട് ഓഫ് Melville. അപ്പോൾ അത് വളരെ ആ സീക്രട്ട് ഇപ്പം അത് കണ്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ, അതിനെ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചില്ലെങ്കിൽ, if he didn't find out the phone, he became very sad. So he don't want to share his sadness in front of Melville. Second reason is that if he found the phone, what happened? If he found the phone, he became very happy. It's a very lovely meeting. That's also he doesn't want to open in front of Melville. രണ്ട് റീസൺ ഉണ്ട്, അത് വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്, പഠിച്ചോണം കേട്ടോ. നെക്സ്റ്റ്, He said, "It's not far now, but the scrub is very thick of a horse. I can make it to it on foot." It's very difficult to go through with our horse. So can we walk? Can we walk here? Then, "But I am afraid to leave you, boy. Suppose you got lost or bitten by snake too." So Melville is very afraid because he can't allow this boy to allow to go very lonely. So, "I will take care. Don't worry. I will take care," the boy told. "It might take me a long time to find the phone. If he is wandered, leave me off the right here." "All right, but you take it easy now. You know north here and east." That means Melville is directed to go this side or north side, like that way. Then there and there the tall pine makes bearing so long, Melville, I am obligated. He waited for the sound of hoofs to the end. That means he is listening the sound. That means this phone steps like that. And then cut to the right. The scrub was still. Only his own crackling of ticks sounded across the silence. He wondered for the instant if he had mistaken his direction. Next page. Then a buzzard rose in front of him and flapped into the air. Buzzard rose. What do you mean by? So what do you mean by buzzard? Buzzard means like a bird related to eagle. Okay. So then a buzzard rose in front of him. അപ്പോൾ ഇവൻ്റെ മുമ്പിലൂടെ buzzard കഴുകൻ അതിങ്ങനെ പറക്കുന്നത് കണ്ടു. And flapped into the air. He came into the clearing under the oaks. Buzzard sat in a circle around the carcass of doe. ഒരു ഡോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ ഡോയുടെ carcass means body, dead body. ഈ ഒരു മാൻ്റെ അതായത് ഇവർ കില്ല് ചെയ്ത ആ മാൻ്റെ തന്നെ ആയിരുന്നു. അതിൻ്റെ തന്നെ അടുത്ത് വന്ന് ആ ഡെഡ് ബോഡിയുടെ അടുത്ത് വട്ടം ചുറ്റി പറക്കുന്നത് കണ്ടു. They turned their heads on their long screeny necks and hissed at him. He threw his bow at them and they flew into the adjacent the tree. The sand showed large cat prints, but the big cats killed fresh. And then he saw in the soil, he saw the footprints of the cat. He parted the grass at the place where he had seen the phone. I did not seem possible that it was only yesterday. The phone was not there. Actually, in the near to the dead body of the doe or deer, Jyoti can't find out the phone. Actually, he is searching the phone. He circled the clearing. There was no sound, no sign. The buzzard clacked their wings, impatient to return to their business. He returned to the spot where the phone had emerged and dropped on all fours, studying the sand for the small hoof prints. The night's rain and washed away all tracks except those of cat and buzzards. Okay. പക്ഷെ ഒരു പാടം ഒന്നും കാണുന്നില്ല. രാത്രിയിൽ മഴ പെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരിക്കാം. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ ഫോണിൻ്റെ ഒരു കാൽപ്പാടം ഒന്നും ഈ ജ്യോതിക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റിയില്ല. Then third section. Movement directly in front of him started into so that he tumbled backward. The phone lifted its face to his. It turned its head and with a wide, wandering motions and shook him through with the stare of its liquid eyes. It was curing. So suddenly he found the phone and in his liquid eyes he's crying. The baby phone was crying. Then it turned its head with the wide, wandering motions and shook his through with the stare of liquid eyes. It was curing. അത് വിറയ്ക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. It was shivering. It made no effort to rise or run. Jyoti could not trust himself. That means while the phone saw the Jyoti at that time, the phone is not trying to. അത് ഒരിക്കലും എന്താ ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. അത് ഓടിപ്പോകാനായിട്ടൊന്നും ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. അത്രമാത്രം അത് ദാറ്റ്സ് വെരി ടയേർഡ് ആൻഡ് വീക്ക്. ഓക്കെ. So he is not ready to rise or gone back. Then he whispered, "It's me." The phone lifted its nose, scenting him. He reached out one hand and laid one on soft neck. So Jyoti became very happy. Jyoti came near to the phone and he taken the phone and he laid on his soft neck and the touch made him delirious. വളരെ സ്നേഹത്തോടു കൂടി അതിനെ കഴുത്തിലും നെക്കിലൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ തലോടി. അപ്പോൾ അത് അങ്ങനെ വളരെയധികം അതിനൊരു സന്തോഷമായി. Then he moved forward on all fours until he was close beside it. He put his arms around its body. A light convulsion passed over it, but it did not stir. Then next page, he stroked its ഇനി നമ്മൾ പറയാൻ പോകുന്നത് അതിനെ അതവിടെ നിന്ന് എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് വീട്ടിലോട്ട് വരുന്ന ജ്യോതി എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് വരുന്ന ഭാഗമാണ് കാട്ടിൻ്റെ ഇടയിലൂടെ. He stroked its sides as gently as though the phone were a china deer and he might break it. Its skin was very soft. It was sleek and clean and had a sweet scent of grass. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ മണമൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ, വാട്ട് വാസ് ദ സ്മെൽ ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് ഫോൺസ്? ഗ്രീൻ ഗ്രാസിൻ്റെ, വളരെ സോഫ്റ്റാണ്, ഗ്രീൻ ഗ്രാസിൻ്റെ മണമായിരുന്നു. He rose slowly and lifted the phone from the ground. Its legs hung limply. അത് ചെറുതായിട്ടൊന്ന് മുടുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. Something happened to his leg. They were surprisingly long and he had to hoist the phone as high as possible under his arm. He was afraid that it might kick and bleat at sight and smell of its mother. But Jyoti was very afraid. If he ആ സൈഡിൽ കൂടി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഡോ മരിച്ചു കിടക്കുന്ന ഡെഡ് ബോഡി കിടക്കുന്ന സൈഡിൽ കൂടി വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഇത് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് എടുത്ത് ചാടുമോ എന്നൊരു പേടി നമ്മൾ ജ്യോതിക്കുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. And he skirted the clearing and pushed his way into the thicket. It was difficult to fight through with its burden. The phone leg caught into the bushes and he could not lift his own with freedom. He tried to shield its face from prickling vines. Its head bobbed with his stride. His heart tumbled with the marvelous of his acceptances of him. He reached the trail and walked as fast as could until he came to the intersection with his road home. He stopped to the rest and set the phone down, the dangling and bleated. ഇവിടെ എന്താ പറഞ്ഞേക്കുന്നത്? നമ്മുടെ അതിനെ എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഇവൻ ടയേർഡായി, അവനവിടെ ഇരുന്നു. എന്നിട്ട് ഇതിനെ മടി വെച്ച് അവന് അവിടെ റെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാണ്. He said, enchanted, I will carry you after get my breath. എന്നിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു, എനിക്ക് ശ്വാസം കിട്ടുന്നത്രയും ഞാൻ നിന്നെ ക്യാരി ചെയ്യും. He remembered his father saying that a phone would follow if it had first been carried. അപ്പോൾ ഫാദർ പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു കാര്യം അവൻ ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, ഒന്ന് ഫോണിനെ നമ്മൾ എടുത്ത് പിടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ അത് നമ്മുടെ പുറയിൽ വന്നോളും. So he started away slowly. The phone started after him. Anyway, he started to his walk. The phone also followed. He came back to it and stroked it and walked away again. It took a few wobbling steps towards him and cried piteously. It was willing to follow him. It belonged to him. It was his own. He was light-headed with his joy. That means this phone was very happy, very joy. He wanted to fondle it to turn. Then, and roam with it, to call to it out to him. He dared not alarm it. He picked it up and carried it in front of him over his two arms. It seemed to him and walked without effort. പക്ഷെ ജ്യോതി എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? അതിനെ എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ പോയി. അത് അത്രയും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ എന്ന് കരുതിയിട്ട്. His arms began to ache and he was forced to stop again. Again his arms became very difficult. He felt very pain. So he tried to again he stopped their walk. And when he walked on, the phone followed him at once. He allowed to walk little distance. He picked it up again. കുറച്ച് നേരം എടുക്കും, പിന്നെ അതിനെ ഇരുത്തും, പിന്നെ കുറച്ച് നേരം നടക്കും. അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ അവർ വീട്ടിലോട്ട് പോവുകയാണ്. The distance home was nothing. So now they really reached the home. Then carrying it and a breeze blew through the June morning, cooling him. He came to the clearing. It was fresh and green after the night's rain. He fumbled with the latch and then he set down the phone, managed it. Then he had an idea. He would walk into the house, into Penny's bedroom, with the phone walking behind him. But at the steps, the phone backed, refused to climb them. So now they reached in front of the Jyoti's house, and there is a step. So this phone can't get inside the home because of the steps. So Jyoti carried the phone. Jyoti called, "Pa, look." Jyoti was very happy to see. Jyoti was very happy to show this phone towards his father. Okay. So Penny turned his head. Jyoti beside him, phone clutched hard against him. So it seemed to Penny that the boy's eyes were as bright. So the boy's eyes became very bright, like a phone eyes. That much he became very happy. And Jyoti then went to the kitchen. The fawn wobbled after him. A pan of morning milk stood in the kitchen safe. The cream had risen on it. He skimmed the cream into jug. He poured milk into a small gourd and he held it out to the fawn. It buttered suddenly, smelling the milk. He saved it preciously from spilling over the floor. It could make nothing, the milk in gourd. He dipped his fingers in the milk and thirsted them. So now Jyoti is going to give the milk to this fawn. So how he is going to give? He dripped his fingers in the milk and പാത്രത്തിൽ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് ഇത് കുടിക്കുന്നില്ല. So he dipped his fingers in the milk and thrust them into the fawn. Soft wet mouth, അതായത് അവൻ്റെ കൈ he dipped his fingers in the milk. കൈ ഇങ്ങനെ പാലിൽ മുക്കിയിട്ട് അതിങ്ങനെ വായിൽ വെച്ച് കൊടുക്കുകയാണ്. Because he wanted to give the milk to Jyoti. And he sucked the it sucked greedily. വളരെ ആർത്തിയോടുകൂടി അത് നക്കി കുടിക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. When he withdrew them, it bleated frankly and butted him. He dipped his fingers again. പിന്നെയും again he dipped his fingers in the milk and the fawn sucked. He lowered them slowly into the milk. The fawn blew and sucked and snorted. It stamped small hoofs impatiently as long as held in fingers below and at the level of milk. പെട്ടെന്ന് തന്നെ ഇത് ജ്യോതി ലാസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? ഇങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് കൈ പതുക്കെ താഴോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് പാലിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് വരെ എത്തിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ അതിന് കണ്ണടച്ചുകൊണ്ട് അത് പാൽ കുടിച്ചു. It closed its eyes dreamily. It was ecstasy to feel its tongue against his hand. Its small tail flickered back and forth. The last of the milk vanished in a swirl to foam and gurgling. And the last of the milk also vanished. അത്രയും എല്ലാം കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് filled his stomach and it became very happy. And all of are very happy. So what is the moral message of the story? So if we did a crime or if we did a wrong thing in our life, we must compensate. Okay, that's the message of the story. I think you understood the story and try to write the answers. All the questions are very simple questions. If I didn't give the notes, you want to write yourself because it's a very simple story. You will get the answer very easily. And this is also included in for our exam portions to study them. Anyway, I am going to wind up today's class. Thank you.